Hello students, today I am going to start a new chapter for class 9, that is physical and chemical changes. As from class 6 onward, we know little bit about physical and chemical changes. What are physical and chemical changes? Physical change, a change in which the substance retains its original identity. The change will be in the form or state without altering its composition. Examples are boiling, melting, freezing, etc. If you boil water, it will form steam or vapor. On condensation, if you cool it, it will again come back to water. Same as for melting, if we melt ice, we will get water, and on freezing, again we will get the ice. Chemical change in which the substance lost its identity and produce one or more new substances by changing its composition. That means in chemical change, new substances are formed with change of energy. Energy can be gained or lost. Burning of paper, examples are burning of paper, rusting of iron, etc. During the burning of paper, new substances like carbon dioxide and water vapor are formed, and we cannot get back the original paper again. Rusting of iron, a new substance like iron oxide, which is known as rust, formed and coat the iron, and we will not get back the original iron again. Conditions for a chemical change, we have two conditions: by close contact or by supplying energy. Close contact means the reagents or the reactants will not react until and unless they are kept separately. Until and unless we will mix it. That means suppose we are reacting silver chloride with sodium nitrate. They will not react if we are keeping these two reactants in two different test tubes. We have to mix it to react. For the solid one, we have to grind it and mix the substances. By supplying energy, for the chemical reaction, we need some energies like heat. Nitrogen is reacting with oxygen at temperature 3000 degrees centigrade to form nitrous oxide. This reaction will not occur or will not happen without this temperature. Same as red lead will dissociate or decompose to form lead oxide in the presence of this heat. Triangle sign means heat. Light, from oxygen we will get ozone in the presence of UV light only. H2 and Cl2 will combine together to form HCl in the presence of sunlight. Next one, electricity. If you pass electric current through water, it will dissociate to form hydrogen and oxygen. Without this electric current, this reaction will not happen. Pressure, in the Haber's process, the industrial manufacture process for ammonia, when N2 and 3H2 reacts, we will get two molecules of ammonia in presence of 200 atmospheric pressure only. Catalyst, this is a catalytic oxidation of ammonia. The catalyst used over here is platinum. In presence of platinum, this ammonia is burned to form nitrous oxide and water. Sound, acetylene C2H2 will dissociate to form carbon and hydrogen in presence of sound energy. Then classification of chemical reactions. Chemical reactions are classified as direct combination, decomposition further classified as thermal decomposition, electrochemical decomposition, and photochemical decomposition. Next one, we have displacement, double decomposition, catalytic reaction, reversible reaction, thermal dissociation, then oxidation reduction. So first one is direct combination or synthesis. Direct combination means two or more reactants combine together to form a new product. You can see the examples I have written over here. Iron combines with sulfur to form iron sulfide, a new product. A new product is synthesized, that's why it is known as synthesis reaction also. H2 is combining with chlorine to form hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride. Next, decomposition. I said decomposition, three types of decomposition. Calcium carbonate, in presence of heat, it will decompose to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This is called thermal decomposition. Water will dissociate to form hydrogen and oxygen. In presence of electric current, it is known as electrochemical decomposition. Silver chloride will decompose in presence of sunlight to form silver and chlorine. This is an example of photochemical decomposition. These all definitions you will get in your book. Next one, displacement reaction. Before going the displacement reaction, I would like to say about this electrochemical series. What is electrochemical series? You can see I have written these series starting from potassium and ending with Orium. This is called electrochemical series. I have arranged the chemicals, the elements in decreasing order of the reactivity. So we can say the topmost, the potassium is the most reactive element and Orium is the least reactive one. Why I am saying this thing? Because in the displacement reaction, the more reactive or the stronger one can displace or replace the less reactive. I have written the example over here. Zinc plus sulfuric acid forming zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. Here zinc is more placed above hydrogen. That's why zinc can replace or displace this sulfate anion. So it's forming zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. But as copper is placed below hydrogen, it cannot displace or replace this hydrogen to form copper sulfate. That's why with sulfuric acid, copper will not react or there will be no reaction. Here also I have written zinc plus copper sulfate forming zinc sulfate plus copper, but the reverse reaction will not happen because copper is placed below zinc and it cannot replace the sulfate ion. Next, double decomposition. Why it is double decomposition? There are two types in this reaction. Two times you will see two times decomposition. Means silver nitrate will decompose to form silver and silver plus and NO3 minus. Potassium chloride will decompose to form potassium plus plus Cl minus. That's why it is known as double decomposition reaction. One more thing, you can see this NO3 is going to K plus and Cl minus is coming to Ag plus. That means it is the interchange or exchange of anions. This example of exchanging of anions. That's why it is known as double displacement reaction also. Next one, catalytic reaction. Catalytic reaction means in presence of catalyst. The reactions which have occurred in presence of catalyst. Here I have written the reaction for the lab preparation of oxygen. 2KClO3, MnO2, 2KCl plus 3O2 in presence of MnO2. MnO2 is behaving as positive catalyst. Catalysts are two types, positive catalyst and negative catalyst. Positive catalyst which can enhance the rate of reaction, negative catalyst which will decrease the rate of reaction. From hydrogen peroxide to get H2O and O2, water and oxygen, H3PO4 is behaving as negative catalyst. In spite of this catalyst, there are more terms like promoters and inhibitors. What are promoters? Substances which influence the rate of reaction by improving the efficiency of catalyst. That means we cannot say that promoters are catalysts also. Promoters are not catalysts. They are just helping, they are just enhancing the efficiency of catalyst. In the Haber's process to manufacture ammonia, iron is behaving as catalyst but molybdenum here is behaving as promoter. Inhibitors, they are known as catalytic poison. They can inhibit, they can decrease the rate of reaction. The definition will be substance which acts as catalytic poison and retard the efficiency of a catalyst. In the human body, arsenic oxide, mercuric salts are inhibit important enzyme based biochemical reaction. Enzymes are known as biological catalyst. Next one, reversible reaction. Reversible reaction means both side reaction. See, I have put here this side arrow, this side arrow. This is the forward reaction, this is the backward reaction. Forward reaction we are getting iron oxide and backward reaction we are getting iron. That means iron reacts with water to form iron oxide and water, and in the reverse reaction, backward reaction, they are combining together or reacting together to form iron and water. Calcium carbonate also reacts with H2O and CO2 in cold condition to form calcium bicarbonate, and when you will heat it, this calcium bicarbonate will decompose to form calcium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide. These are the examples of reversible reaction. Thermal dissociation, here you can see NH4Cl, ammonium chloride, in presence of heat will dissociate to form NH3 and HCl. In the backward reaction, if we cool it, NH3 and HCl will combine to form NH4Cl. This is one reaction where two gases are combined together to form a solid. Next one, oxidation. In four ways we can define oxidation. Addition of oxygen, we can say oxidation. Removal of hydrogen, we can say this is oxidation. Removal of electron, that is losing of electron, also oxidation. Increase in oxidation number, also oxidation. Oxidation number means number of positive charge. Here copper is combining with oxygen to form copper oxide. You can see oxygen is adding over here, so it is oxidation. H2S plus Cl2, from H2S we are getting sulfur by removal of hydrogen, so it is also oxidation. But if we will have a reaction where there are no oxygen and hydrogen, how to identify? Then how to identify which one is oxidation and which one is reduction? For this, we will go for this process, removal of electron or increase in oxidation number. So iron 2 plus, losing electron 1 electron to form iron 3 plus. Losing of electron means oxidation, or also you can see here increase in oxidation number, plus 2 to plus 3. Here also iron is losing 2 electrons to form iron 2 plus, which is also known as oxidation reaction. Reduction, the reverse way of oxidation. Reduction means addition of hydrogen, removal of oxygen, addition of electron, decrease in oxidation number. You can see over here copper oxide to copper, removal of oxygen, so this is reduction. According to the losing or gaining of electron, Fe3 plus gaining 1 electron to form Fe2 plus. Gaining of electron means reduction, and during this reduction you can see oxidation number decreasing, plus 3 to plus 2. Zinc 2 plus gaining 2 electrons to form zinc. Nothing is there, that means 0. So oxidation number is decreasing from plus 2 to 0, also reduction. There is one more type of reaction, that is known as redox reaction. Redox reaction, zinc plus copper sulfate, zinc sulfate plus copper. Redox reaction is a reaction in which simultaneously oxidation and reductions are occurring. In the same reaction, there will be reduction also, oxidation also. So you can see zinc oxidation state 0 and zinc 2 plus oxidation state plus 2. So oxidation number is increasing, that's why it is oxidation. Over here copper plus 2 to 0, that is oxidation number is reducing or the decreasing, that is reduction. See, zinc minus 2e, losing of electron, oxidation. Copper plus 2e, gaining of electron, reduction. Now that's all for today. Next day I will explain the rest part of the chapter. Thank you.